And we are back, day 4. The time is speeding. Bryan Broaddus, we are already in day 4, and I told my audience on my last video, I'm just happy that we're not having a kicker competition. We're not charting Garibay and Hallelujah. It's Hallelujah, but we call them Hallelujah. I'm just glad we ain't got to chart kicks and all that. We're on to other problems here. Got a lot of storylines that happened today. We'll get to the bad news a little bit later, because maybe as we're talking, some news will come out possibly. But your rookies are continuing to have to just have days. And listen, Bryan, I'm just a dude with a microphone and a camera. And look, Bryan, I mean, you got a Super Bowl ring and all that, but at the end of the day, you a dude with a microphone and a camera also.
I'm a dude. Yeah, I'm a dude with a microphone and a camera and sometimes good internet at a hotel.
Sometimes the Wi-Fi. But if they just listen to us, Bryan, if they just listen from the first day, maybe they'll see more and more positive results. We got one rookie offensive lineman in there. Boy, we just waiting on Brock Hoffman to make a little slip. Them pass come on Tuesday, baby. Them pass come on too. Bryan Broaddus, everybody tagged me and said, Voch, Tyler Guyton is in there. You've done some type of voodoo to get this done. Bryan, what type of day did our first round pick Tyler Guyton have?
First off, congratulations, Voch. Whatever voodoo you did down there in my old Louisiana stomping grounds, congratulations. You pulled it. I see what you're doing there. Right. I see what you're doing.
Sacrifice somebody for that damn. You know?
I'll tell you what, man. But hey, nice job. And yeah, it was. I'm happy to report that on the other field, our center was getting reps.
He was getting all the reps. over on the other field with the fans and the media, the friends and family, he's getting all the reps. Look, Tyler Guyton's getting all the reps versus Micah Parsons, right? Boy, that's some steel sharpening your ass over there with Micah Parsons, ain't it? Look, if you could pick 30 reps versus Micah Parsons and 70 versus Darrell Johnson or something, or Denzel Jackson or something, give me the 30 versus Micah. That's some sharp ass steel for you, Bryan. But go ahead, please.
I appreciate you, man. I love you so much for doing that. Man, it was because we Voch, you and I do a show every day.
Yes, sir.
And we haven't been talking about offense and defensive line competition. Mm-hmm. We've been talking about 7-on-7s and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Well, today, they blew the horn. Here we go. Team period. It's offensive line, defensive line coming together. And lo and behold, the first rep out of the box is Tyler Guyton against Tank Lawrence. right off the jump. And my eyes immediately went. I mean, I bet you every person that was watching practice, immediately their eyes went to where number 60 was.
So Bryan, you're saying nobody knew who the hell was at safety? We don't know who the other linebacker was.
I can't tell you.
Yeah.
My eyes, I went up in the stands because I wanted to get the higher look. Mm-hmm. And by the way, thanks to all the people that said hello to me up there that like our shows. We appreciate you out there. Mm. And immediately my eyes went to the left tackle spot. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, who's across from him? And I'm thinking, well, this is good versus good. This is Parsons. This isn't like ones versus twos. This is ones versus ones. Yeah. And we've been seeing the ends flop. And usually Tank is a left end. And I asked Mike Zimmer about that. Mike is trying to he says, hey, I'm just trying to kind of set some things up and get some ideas about how I can move Micah around a little bit. Can I pair him with Tank over here? Can I pair him, at the time with Sam Williams? There was different things that Mike's looking at. That's why he was flopping his ends, is just to kind of get some different looks and seeing if he can move Mike around in order to, kind of help his situation. So that was a reason that he gave me. But anyway, here's Micah Parsons, Tank Lawrence, and it's a running play. And lo and behold, Guyton comes off the ball and he gets into Tank and kind of knocks him back, and Tank fights back with him. But now the ball's gone. Now it's not a, oh geez, Guyton got pushed down inside and Tank went around him and then came behind and got the play or something like that. It was, and it got to the point where like Tank even looked at Guyton like, what are you doing? What are you doing, bro? You know, like he hit him with so much force that it kind of jarred Tank, and it knocked him back, and then and the play was over, and it's like, oh, okay. And then so we're kind of continue on, and then actually Parsons is over there. He pins Parsons outside, pins Parsons again, keeps Parsons from the ball on a pass rush. And then Marshawn Nealon's going to get over there and get some rushes. And Nealon's trying hard to beat him, rookie versus rookie there. Technique kind of at the end is kind of struggling because he's a little tired, but he's fighting guys. He's a little hunched over. It's knee bend, not as good. He's battling. It's like you're like, damn, the kid's holding up. The kid's holding up okay. So it wasn't like 3s and 4s going against that kid. If you just said no, just helmets and no pads, that kid, he came off the ball with some purpose today, and his technique a little crazy at the end because it's just, you're battling, you're a little tired, you're trying to survive, and you're going against really good competition. And kid held his own up. It was only one time. It was a 4th down play. And Micah, I looked at Todd Archer and I said, this is where Micah Parsons is going to get him here. And sure enough, Micah just lowered the head and took him there. And, and Dak was kind of caught, and it's like the side kind of caves on him, and he's holding it. He can't get it out. And because if he throws it out, he's maybe going to mash his hand off the top of someone's helmet or something like that. Yeah. So he just takes the sack. But other than that, I'll tell you what, kid's going to watch the tape tonight, and everybody's going to be watching him, and they're going to, and I'm sure Mike Slaughter is going to say, hey, nice job here. Okay, watch your hand placement here. Watch your feet. Watch your knee bend. Mm-hmm. But overall, if you were grading 10, 12 snaps, it was probably 9 of those snaps were pretty solid for what he needed to do.
Now, Brian, I know Duke Manyweather ain't that damn good. Now he's the guy.
Duke's pretty damn good.
But if there was any reservation I had about Tyler Guyton, it was run game, knee bend, and thumping people. Yeah. You mean to tell me on a run play versus DeMarcus Lawrence, he had some knee bend and he was thumping them?
He hit Tank. I wish I could get the clip. He hit Tank and it stunned Tank. It kind of knocked him. It kind of jarred him, and you could tell he's like looked at him like, "Where's the ball?" And so he's probably saying, "All right, Rook, coming off the ball like that." And I guarantee you, Tyler Guyton was thinking, this guy is going to kill me if I don't come off this football. And he came off with a little purpose there. And I'm no, like Todd Archer and I were standing there. Todd goes, he's had a pretty good day, hasn't he? I'm like, I think so. The fact that he's not like looking like Chaz Green getting run around or something like that. Sure. I mean, he's going up against quality competition, and he's holding his own. Technique will get better because, again, I think he got a little tired. He got a little sloppy, and he's trying to survive the period. But for the first time having to deal with all that, no pads, we'll see. Pads coming on Tuesday, but good for him for not embarrassing himself out there.
And Brian, I'm just incredibly curious, what flipped the switch? Like, what made this change? Because Kalen Carson.
I am going to ask. Trust me. I am going to ask.
Kalen Carson is playing right now. Shouts out to him. Diggs is hurt. Other little stuff. Well, he's not hurt, but he's like pup guy recovering, coming back. You know what I'm saying? They're just playing him slow. Yeah. There's a reason why Carson's involved. There's a reason why Nealon's involved. There's little foul. There's reasons here, right? They just woke up and said, all right, we're just going to let's just get. So I wonder, is there something in the classroom to where they have confidence in him now, or he's given us enough good days to where he's recognizing the calls, he's not missing plays. All right, we feel comfortable with him mentally. Let's get Chuma out of there and let's give this guy a go. And I fully expected Tyler Guyton to be better than Chuma Adoga, but I ain't expecting him to knee bend and thump DeMarcus Lawrence on the run game day one. That's interesting.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it was. Let's see if we got it right there.
That's
Yeah.
Parsons right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Parsons he got right there. But yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. Him coming off the ball,
Yeah.
he is a long guy and he is very athletic. And when he gets into you, he can make some things happen. And he played a lot of his career at a 2-point stance at Oklahoma.
Sure.
But look, he's getting the push right there, just walling that guy off.
Yeah.
Look at that, just right. Parsons is trying to control him his hands, and Parsons has to reset his hands here.
Yeah.
Watch this as we run the plays. Parsons is trying to kind of reset his hands because Guyton's got his hands inside of him right there.
Yep.
So I you know what though, Voch? I'm going to say this, and I'll give you credit again. You ain't seeing Chuma Edoga start with the ones anymore.
No.
Okay, Bryan Broaddus, knee jerk, day 4 practice observation. After today, there's no reason to see Chuma Edoga practicing with the ones.
Yeah.
No reason. I don't even want anybody to talk about it.
Because what's the point at this point? Like we're here and we have a good day.
Tape.
We have a good day of Tyler Guyton.
Stack it.
Nobody died. Yes.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
do there
nobody?
You go.
Yeah. The quarterback did. Britt Brown didn't have to get the spatula out and scoop Dak Prescott off the field with a spatula like we're cooking on a Blackstone flat top.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no reason for that kid not to take every rep now with the ones. If you're putting Chuma Edoga in there, it's to get Tyler Guyton to the men's room or get a spit of water or whatever he has to get.
Yeah.
But let's plug and play. Here we go. Get him ready, and let's go forward from there.
And
because
Brian,
that's your future right there.
Sure.
That's your future. Chuma Edoga is the break glass in case of emergency guy.
And that's been the whole point of this conversation. Tyler Guyton is going to have to play. Put him in the fire right now.
No question.
Put him in this fire right now. I think BB should be in this. Now maybe I need a couple more days of voodoo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing small animals in the backyard or something. You know what I'm saying? But we need these dudes. We
love
need these
animals, guys. We love animals. We're not against animals.
You just mentioned a damn Blackstone. I bet I'm finna cook an animal on that. But I'm just saying, though, Brian, like it's I think these are important reps and we need them now. The pads come on Tuesday. Let's ramp this up a little bit, right? And I think that's where BB's really gonna shine and show himself.
I had an opportunity, like I say, to talk with Zimmer about this because we mentioned about all the young players that they were using, and I go as a scout, I really appreciate you playing these kids, and he goes, you know what? He goes, I got to learn about them. He goes, I got to learn. He goes, the defense had a good day today. They got some stops. They got a 4th down stop on Dak. They got it down on the goal line, those threes. They got thrown in some tough situations today, and those kids responded pretty well. And so, Mike's like, hey, I want to see. He goes, you're going to talk about, he goes to me, you're going to talk about all this stuff. You're going to talk. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. He goes, just Brian, just wait till the pads. This. Wait till the pads. He goes, we'll learn a lot about these kids. But he goes, right now, he goes, I like my kids mentally. I like my kids. I like Damone Clark. Damone Clark, the best thing that could happen to Damone Clark is he has a guy like Mike Zimmer that cares about him.
Yeah.
Mike mentioned him. I'm like, Mike, as an LSU guy, man, I really appreciate you working with Damone Clark. He goes, I like Damone Clark. I like him. I like Lua Fowl. He goes, I had a damn good defense. I had a damn good defense with Eric Kendricks. I know Eric Kendricks, He goes, but I gotta learn about these kids. I've got to learn about what can they take? How they mentally goes, he was telling me a story. He goes, offense effed up a couple of plays in a row, and the defensive guys were all going, yeah, oh yeah. Mike goes, hey, you MFers, you better shut up. He goes, you're going to be next. He was talking about his guys. He goes, the defensive was like hooping and hollering because the offense kept messing up the plays. And Mike yelled at him, yeah, hey, you MFers, you're next. So shut up.
They need that though. They need that.
They all powered down. Every one of those kids just powered down.
I love the attitude though, Brian, because we do need to see these guys. They do need to be involved and they need to be on the field. Tom Pelissero just confirmed a couple of minutes ago that Sam Williams indeed tore his ACL, is official. So he's out. So you need Marshawn Nealon. You need him bad, and you also need a veteran also. And we just want to, hey, Sam's going through it right now. We wish the best for him. You know what I'm saying? But by just football rule, it's just next man up. And this was going to be one of them breakout type years for him. But it's unfortunate that he that this happened to him. You know?
Yeah, I was at the other end of the field. I spent an hour of practice watching Mozzie Smith today. Is what I did. I wanted to try and get an idea of where Mozzie was mentally, emotionally, physically, taking coaching, going through drills. Is he working hard? Is he engaged and all these things? I just wanted to know. So when I was down with Mozzie in the defensive line, when all that was going on, he got hurt. Sam got hurt on the kickoff return drill is when he got hurt. And I know Zach Wolchuk came up to me, or actually Sean Sharif came up from 105.3 The Fan and goes, Sam went down. And I was like, well, I guess MRI later, and then we'll see what happens. And, the news, listening to Jerry Jones talk post-practice about it with reporters, it didn't sound good. Yeah. So,
courtesy of Law Nation's YouTube, I think I found your Tyler Guyton play. Of him thumping the hell out of somebody. This looks like it could be Lawrence, could be Nealon, one of those guys. But
it was that way. Look at it. Look at the drive though. It's at the top of the screen there, and it's come off. And now you got a guy trying to catch, and now the guy's driven back, 4 or 5 yards right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Just that drive. See, I think this kid, to be honest with you, his heart rate was probably 200 right now.
Yeah.
This is the first real opportunity that he's had. We've had some OTA stuff and mini camp stuff and all that. But this one, as they say in the SEC, it just means more, because he's the guy now. It's not a pencil in thing. It's like he's replacing a Hall of Fame left tackle in Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
And hopefully he is the next great, offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys. And if he can come off the ball, be engaged, pop, they try to run a crack toss. And crack toss is, if I'll explain for our listeners, is usually you get a motion from a receiver from the outside in. They slam the end, and then the tackle pulls around. So it's like a pin and pull, pin, pull. And so it's really an effective way of blocking. And it wasn't clean. I think it was Billy Johnson that came down and he was blocking. It wasn't as clean. But Guyton kind of got bumped, but it didn't throw him off his track. He was able to get around and gather and then get up the field. And I was like, oh, because I was watching his side again. And I was just saying, okay, how's this? But this kid's an athlete, man. I mean, okay. Good day today.
Yeah.
Good day today. Let's just mark it down as you and I are going to do a ton of shows here in the next 4 weeks.
Yep.
Good day today. I'm sure I'll come back on Tuesday. Voch, bad day today.
Yeah.
But right now, if you're a Cowboy fan and you were at that practice and every eyes were on that particular player, his film work tonight in the meeting is going to draw some, good technique there.
Yeah.
Be a little cleaner with your hand, be a little cleaner with your feet, but it wasn't that Chaz Green, oh no, we look like a turnstile play, kind of a deal. So
as a team building player personnel character, like pad day is super important, right? Because you really don't even know what these guys are until they can really start to hit each other.
Zimmer told me, he's like, all you ever want to do is talk about these kids. Wait till they get the pads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Mike, I'll listen to you, brother. I'll listen to you. He goes, no, please, you do this. He goes, these kids, man, they're doing everything I want them to do. Everything they want them to do. They're playing hard. They're learning. He goes, they're trying. He goes, everything. I go, let's see how they react in the pads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, fair. But yeah, as an evaluator, you do, as a personnel guy, you hold your breath on pad day because it's hard to replace Sam Williams, who got hurt on a non-pad day.
Yeah.
But, this is where you really have to work with each other and don't take a cheap shot or fall down and chop somebody or bend somebody over. You don't want to lose a guy because of that.
Yeah.
So, but pads are important because coaches are telling me the pads are important. And as a personnel guy, I believe the coaches on this one.
Yeah. Another one of your rookies. Hey, man, it's not an accident that he's out here tearing stuff up, Bryan Broaddus, but, Kalen Carson in there getting involved, looking like a third-round talent, second-round talent. And, of course, right now it seems like we can say, oh, well, yeah, Voch, he's just kind of out here because Diggs is hurt. But what if he continues to just stack these days? And before you know it, we're looking like Trey Diggs, Deron Bland, Kalen Carson, because he's done more than Jordan Lewis out here. Go ahead.
Let's focus on something right here. Nice job by Julius Woods, 33.
Yep.
When's the last time we saw a safety play with a little range? I mean,
Wanye Thomas 3 plays ago.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Woods had a good. You're right about that, but good job at 33 getting over there. I mean, he stays out of the contact to avoid. You don't want to get that, but really good job by Carson. Look at him; he's staying under the route, goes up, goes vertical. Is that McMahon? Is that Racy?
I think that's Racy McMahon. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's Racy right there. That that's a tall guy. That's a 6'3" guy right there. He's battling for that ball.
Yeah.
Now I will say this. Our guy Tyrone Billy Johnson, though, got him on a vertical one.
He sure did.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, did.
And you know what? And there was some talk about with the speed, maybe some deep speed lack of with Carson. Maybe he has to get his hands on, be able to redirect, to turn, to slow up, to catch up, that kind of thing. But Billy Johnson ran by him. I mean, he ran by him. And Cooper Rush threw a beautiful ball. Guy threw a beautiful ball out of there. Oh, I think you are on spot today.
Come on, man.
Yeah, look at that. That was right at me too. You'll probably see me in not in the frame, but yeah, he was telling everybody he needs more work. I need more work. Give me more work. When he took off that helmet. But yeah, that's unfortunate that for Carson, but good for Billy Johnson.
Sure.
Because let me tell you what, I'll say this. We're talking about these wide receivers and stuff like that. Ryan Flournoy standing next to me over there at practice.
That ain't good.
Billy Johnson's over here getting work.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, it's a good job here. Let me see something real quick here. There was a third down play. I'm looking at the back here, picking up the blitz. Okay. There was a time where, is that Pete?
34 is Nate Pete. 32 is Nate Pete, I believe.
No, that's Snoop Connor.
Snoop
32.
Connor.
Okay. But I'll tell you what, Pete on a third down play, and this is, you talk about somebody that kind of got noticed today, the running back, the rookie running back, Nathaniel Pete.
Nate Pete, yeah.
He had a really good little explosive run where he got through, and it's like hat on hat, and then boom, he's through the hole and in the secondary. And then he had a third down blitz pickup that got the ball out when they're running the 2-minute drill. Hey, again, we're noticing players, man.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not saying the guys are going to make team but just know that we're watching these guys. Yeah. Hey, you get a blitz pickup on a third down that gets the ball out and gets the first down, I'll talk about you, man, because not a lot of backs will do that.
Yeah.
You better be able to blitz pickup, and if you can show a little explosiveness, a lot of people talked about him. Hey, why didn't this kid get selected? Is this kid kind of a steal? Today, honestly, though, Voch was the first day I noticed him.
Yeah.
And it took competitive football to notice him. Maybe some of these kids will stand up a little bit more with the competitive football that we're about to have this week.
But the weird part about running back in the NFL is you can draft Trey Sermon in the second round.
Yeah.
But Elijah Mitchell, your 6th round guy, could be great for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could draft Clyde Edwards, 32nd overall, we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but Isaiah Pacheco, your 7th round guy, ends up being the guy that does it for you, right? So we're Cowboy fans. We're going, all right, Rico, let's see what happens. All right, Zeke, but Nate Pete.
You never know.
Nate Pete is one opportunity away from being a guy that we got to play. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I mean,
I'm just saying. You want to give in scouting. We always say this. I used to tell Jeff Kavanaugh this all the time. Give a player his due. If a guy shows up and makes a play or two for you, by all means, man, just you point him out. Point him out. Kid might not make another play at camp, but at least today he caught my eye with a little bit of a burst run and then a blitz pickup. That's what they're asking him to do.
Yeah.
That's what they're asking him to do. Good for him. I'm
just going through these clips here, trying to find a running back blocking anybody. You know what I mean? Just try to get what you're looking for.
Well,
Brian.
it was a third down play. It was Trey Lance, and it was it got him down. I mean, it was I'm trying to. I could have written it down. I'm sure I did.
There's no worries, but let me ask you this though, Brian. I've been seeing Trey Lance running around a bunch. He had a play at the end of practice today. They were down on the goal line, and he was kind of running around, and he got stopped. Brian, let me ask you this, man. I know we're looking for Trey Lance to use his legs because that's one of the better advantages that he has. But do you think sometimes Trey is using his legs because he's missing reads or he's not seeing the coverage as clean or whatnot?
Yeah, I was on Mike Lombardi's show this morning on Visson, and Mike's really good friends with Kyle Shanahan and all those guys, and so he was asking me questions about Trey Lance, and I was kind of trying to talk about Trey Lance and checking the ball down and stuff. Trey did a better job of I worry a little bit about, does he really trust things? Does he trust what he really sees? And hell, Dak had an interception today on a ball that, man, I don't know why he threw the ball. These quarterbacks every once in a while throw a ball, you're going,
yeah,
why'd you throw that one, bro? I mean, the interception that Dak had, I'm not trying to throw Dak under the bus here, but he's got Kendricks underneath and Nashawn Wright up top, and he's trying to fit the ball in between the Cooks. And, hey, Voch, you said it. Are we going to have a group of linebackers that actually can cover and intercept the ball? When's the last time that happened?
Right.
But I think my point is with the stuff with Trey Lance.
This is Kendricks here. Yeah, Kendricks here.
Yeah. Play action. They've been working on this hard. Look at it. He tried to throw that ball in between. And Nashawn Wright was in good shape. And watch Kendricks on the drop. I mean, he's just right there.
Yeah.
Man, no business throwing that ball at all. But, sometimes quarterbacks don't see it clean.
Yeah.
Who does all these clips? Are these all Twitter clips?
Yeah. Some.
It's amazing. Great job, you guys. If you're listening to our shows.
Yeah. Shouts out to John Machota.
I know Machota. Yeah. Johnny Matches is really good at doing this stuff. So.
We don't have everything, man, but whatever they got, I just kind of take it and get whatever I can from. I saw this one play where.
Why don't you give him credit for it, man? Give him credit.
I give him credit, man. Tank was at left defensive end, and he was like dropping back after he did his thing. I'm like, man, what? Yeah, I'm just trying to find any small piece of information I can find. Yeah. So shouts out to John Machota, man.
Well, to get back on your Trey Lance stuff,
please. Sorry.
Johnny Matches is one of the best. The thing on Trey Lance, more confident throwing the ball down the field today. He's missed some throws. I was watching some of the drills with Zach Wolchuk, or Bobby Belt walked up and goes, God, he just threw a ball. Why did he throw that ball? Threw it too high. There was a little bit of a breezy day today, no excuses, but there were some throws that he just missed. Yeah. And then you wonder about the confidence. Wonder about, that final play, 11 seconds left, the defense got the stop. It happened so fast. I mean, the defense really didn't have time to react. They did a great job of covering everybody up. Lance has got the ball, and he defense forced him into a panic situation. And you could see, like, everybody's trying to line up, and now here we go, and watch everybody start just grabbing guys.
Yeah. And
he had nowhere to go. They stopped him. I mean, they did a great job. There's Al Harris right there. Al Harris was giving the officials like an earful. Yeah. He felt like there was a illegal motion earlier on a play that they didn't call. But see, that's what I'm saying. They matched really well right there in the middle of the of the screen is our rookie defensive tackle. Watch Rogers come off the ball right there in the middle if you can.
And BB is at guard.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Right there, just boom. They got him, and he gets off the ball. But look at that. Look at everybody match up there. I mean, that was just a good job of everybody on defense. And that happened so fast, Voch.
Yeah.
They had no chance to even call a defense. And those kids just, and those are all kids that are 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
Just hustling to the ball right there and making some plays. So Zimmer likes those kids.
There's a lot of people saying Justin Rogers had a good day or he's a really strong character.
He's strong. I was down there with those defensive linemen for an hour. He's a strong man. I'll tell you, he's a good working drill guy. Is Oso Digizua. He when Jeff Sagina asks him to do something, he's doing it. Yeah. He's doing it the right way. He's doing it the right way. And you could tell that he takes coaching really well. And Rogers and our guy, matter of fact, even Denzel Daxton, it's like, hey, a couple times Coach Sagina, out of way, Dax, out of way. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. This is the stuff that, I'm literally right behind this drill. I could be filming this drill right now. That's what and Jeff Sagina is there, the coach that looks massive.
Humongous.
He is a huge man. And so, and what they're trying to teach them to do is the biggest problem that he coaches Mozzie up. Let's see if we get one. Okay, right there. Jeff Sagina is going to tell him his leg. Okay, right there. He's telling him he's a one-legged football player. This is a problem that Mozzie Smith has. Watch Mozzie Smith's right leg up. See, he doesn't get his foot in the ground. They do drills for like 30 minutes of just getting feet, that foot going up. Watch Jeff Sagina. Sagina's going to say, you're a one-legged football player, Mozzie.
Drop his head right there.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, watch. Zagina's leg comes up like, no, Mozzie, you can't do this. Watch his leg, the coach's leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do that. And then there was a couple of times where Mozzie guessed. See, he was late on that one. He was late. See, he's telling him you guessed. See, he says, you guessed. You guessed on that one. This is what I watched for an hour today. This kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Mozzie
needs that though. Like Mozzie needs that super attention. Yeah.
Yes. Jeff Sagina took the period where he just kept Mozzie in there. Those other kids, like look at those other guys wanting some reps.
Yeah.
Nah. He didn't give him any reps. He just worked with Mozzie really that whole time on this thing.
Wow.
Yeah, but he needs that stuff. But man, I'll tell you what, Oso Digizua is good at that stuff, man.
Yeah.
He's good at those drills.
What I got from this, Bryan, is, maybe in the last administration, and look, I'm going to try my best to not say nothing bad about the last administration, right? But they were really...
I appreciate you using the last administration, because that's something that I always say the previous administration. I always say the previous administration.
Quinn and them, Quinn and them.
Quinn. He went to Washington. Quinn went to Washington. What the heck?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they were the upfield guys. They were, hey, we're going to attack the run on the way to the quarterback. We're get off. We're gonna go chase guys around. But we've heard these coaches and these personnel guys, they want to break blocks down. They want to destroy blocks. They want to, identify blocks and deal with them. So when I see this, I go, okay, well, we're not just shooting gaps. We're not just working upfield blindly. We are trying to at least control the dude in front of us just to make things clean behind us, And like Coach Ganina is saying right here, you have to be powerful, and to be powerful, you just can't have one base in the ground. You got to have 2 points in the ground to make your base stronger, so you're not
they work. Yeah. They work on drills. It is tap, 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 tap. I mean, and Zimmer's over there like yelling at him about feet in the ground, feet in the ground, feet in the ground.
Yeah.
That's something that they drill on for sure.
That's what they need, man. Bryan, we are at our 30-minute mark, man. I appreciate you for coming through. You already know, blessing my audience with all your knowledge and everything, man. And this is training camp day 4. We're off tomorrow. There's no practice Monday, but pads come on Tuesday, so that should be a banger of an episode, sir.
I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank you so much. And I tell you what, there's a long way to go here, but we'll cover all that ground. Just
Appreciate you, boss man. Hey, y'all be sure. All right, Brian is gone. Okay, no, Brian is back. Hold on, let me see, Brian. All right, cool. There you go.
Hey, sorry about that, man. The last couple of minutes, it got kind of wonky there at the old hotel.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, thanks to everybody that's been hanging out with us and stuff. We got a long way to go here. I'm going to be here the whole time. And I love working with Voch here. We're going to break this stuff down. And when the pads come on, it's going to get even better. And, hopefully maybe one day we could do a show together where we just answer a bunch of questions too. If the fans got some questions, I'd love to maybe go live if we can. I know my computer internet stuff might allow me not to do that, but maybe we can have some fun that way as well.
I can set that up for you. We can go live. We can answer questions. You want to take some calls? You want to take some phone calls?
We do whatever we have to do. I whatever works for everybody. I just want to make sure that our audience knows we care about them, and we're doing our jobs out here. We're having fun, and I just love being on this platform. So whatever makes it work for all of us, let's do it. What do you say?
Okay, I'm going to hang up this call and ask you a question. And then based on that answer, we're going to figure this whole thing out on how we're going to do this, because we have the technology to do it. It just depends on you. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If y'all want to tap in with Bryan on Twitter, Bryn Broaddus, he wakes up early in the morning and just answer questions, whether they're good or bad questions. And check him out on G-Bag of the Day. I mean, on G-Bag Nation tomorrow on Monday. And I'll catch y'all whenever me and Bryan go live, whether it be Monday or Tuesday. Crown, peace.